When you think of top-tier gaming keyboards, a name that always pops up is the Logitech G915. Now, Logitech has released the G915 X, and it comes with some interesting upgrades. So today, I'm tackling the big question: is it the best premium gaming keyboard you can buy? I've managed to get my hands on one, so let's jump in and find out. And as always, welcome to the Tech Shed. This, in all ways, is a premium keyboard, and that always comes with a premium price, filled with advanced features you definitely don't need, but probably want. It goes toe-to-toe with the Razer Black Widow V4 Pro, the Corsair K100 RGB, and the SteelSeries Apex Pro, all of which sit nicely in that premium segment. Here's a quick comparison of the official prices from different regions. As you can see, the G915 X is competitively priced. It's slightly more expensive in some regions, slightly less expensive in others. One thing's for certain though, all four of those keyboards are damn expensive. So what's new, what's been improved, what makes the G915 X better than the G915? Well, the first thing is the switches. The actuation point has been reduced from 1.5mm to 1.3mm. Essentially that means the keyboard is slightly more responsive. You don't have to press a key as far for it to register as a key press. Good for gaming and typing. The caps themselves are now PBT caps. I'm not going to try and say that. It stands for a massive word that I cannot pronounce. Essentially, it just means the caps are more resistant to wear and finger oils, more sturdy than the ABS caps. Again, long ass word I'm not going to try and say, from the original G915. The aluminium plate, or aluminum if you're American, has been increased. It is now 1.5mm thick as opposed to the 1.2mm of the G915, and if you're going to use this wirelessly, the battery has been improved by 20%. All welcome improvements, but not really groundbreaking. Onto the design, the G915 X looks exactly like the G915, and it comes in a TKL version, meaning the numpad is chopped off, she's gone skis. This is the full version. The standout here is how compact and slim it is, especially when compared to those other premium keyboards I mentioned earlier. It utilizes Logitech's GL mechanical switches, which are designed to give you a responsive gaming and typing experience while maintaining that low, slim profile. Lying flat, this is only 23mm high, perfect for someone looking for that minimalist aesthetic. The caps themselves, as mentioned earlier, are double shot PBT caps. This essentially means two bits of plastic have been molded together and the character is part of the cap itself. That means that they won't wear through prolonged usage. Perfect for someone like me who tends to press keys a bit harder when I want my car to go faster or I want to dodge quicker. In regards to feel, how it feels to use the keyboard, that's just all going to come down to personal preference. For me, I was using the Black Widow V4 Pro, and I thought changing to the G915 X would be a bit of an issue, but over time, I actually preferred the G915 X. I found I could type more accurately with it, and I like that low, slim profile. This comes in 3 versions. What I mean by that is it has 3 different switch types that you can choose from. There's GL Linear, which is no physical bump and no click, so complete silence. GL Tactile, which is a slight bump and a click, and GL Clicky, big bump, big click. The keyboard is well laid out and comfortable to use. On the left, there are 5 G buttons which can be customized to do pretty much whatever you would want in the Logitech G Hub app. There's another 4 G buttons up the top left. There's a LIGHTSPEED wireless button and a Bluetooth button. This allows you to switch between LIGHTSPEED and Bluetooth connections. There's a game mode button which will turn off intrusive keys like the Windows key when gaming, and an RGB brightness button which, surprise surprise, changes the brightness of the RGB lights. On the right, there's a media playback control section and a volume roller. Well spaced, comfortable to use, great design for that minimalist aesthetic. The only problem I had is it doesn't come with a palm rest. You'll have to get one separately. The customization options here are massive. You can assign up to 15 different functions per key. Logitech calls this key control, and you can get the keyboard working exactly how you'd want. It's very easy to do within the Logitech G Hub app. You can assign pretty advanced macros, change keys completely, all super easy. How it works is it's essentially split into 3 layers. There's the base layer, which is the keyboard as it is. the function layer, which is activated by pressing the function button, and the G-shift layer, which is activated by pressing an assigned G-shift button. I made mine G1. Perfect. For RGB enthusiasts, each key has its own individual RGB light, which gives you a range of up to 17 million colors. There are preset animations within the G-Hub app. You can select through those, or you could even create your own. However, I found that a little bit confusing and convoluted. If you are into customization of your RGBs, plenty of options here, and for keybinds, it's just off the charts. One of the G915 X's biggest advantages is its tri-mode connectivity. You can connect this to your device via one of three options: LIGHTSPEED wireless, which requires a USB-A dongle, Bluetooth, and wired. It sets it apart from the Black Widow V4 Pro and the Corsair K100 RGB, which are wired only options. It's always good to have options. You can also seamlessly switch between LIGHTSPEED wireless and Bluetooth connections using the buttons on the top. You can also do what Logitech calls dual device support for the LIGHTSPEED wireless connection. That means you can connect two devices to the single LIGHTSPEED dongle. However, at time of recording, that is limited to keyboards and mice, no headset support, and there's only a few products that support that. I will list them below or provide you with a link. But if you are already in that Logitech ecosystem and you have those products ready to go, it's really nice being able to connect this keyboard and a mouse to the same dongle. Let's not use up all those USB-A ports. If you're going to be using this wirelessly, the battery life is decent. With the RGBs set to 100% brightness, you'll get about 40 hours of use. At 50% brightness, you'll get 80 hours of use. The math works out. And with them off completely, you'll get months of use without having to recharge the keyboard. If you do need to recharge it, there's a USB-C port on the top. Plug it in, you'll get from 0 to 100 in just under 3 hours. All good. The Logitech G915 X brings meaningful improvements over the original G915, including faster actuation, more durable PBT keycaps, a sturdier build, and a 20% better battery. Among premium competitors like the Razer Black Widow V4 Pro, the Corsair K100 RGB, and the SteelSeries Apex Pro, it stands out for its wireless flexibility, its sleek, compact design, and its extensive customization options. So, is this the very best gaming keyboard on the market? If you're looking for those things, it's a top choice. But when compared to its competitors, it all comes down to personal preference. Each one of those keyboards I've mentioned will give you a high-end experience, so you can't really go wrong with any of them, especially if you're already integrated into those ecosystems. However, if you're looking for a keyboard that allows you to connect wirelessly and wired, if you're looking for a keyboard that allows you to seamlessly switch between LIGHTSPEED wireless and Bluetooth, if you're looking for a keyboard that allows you to assign up to 15 functions per key, if you're looking for a keyboard that has a minimalist aesthetic that looks great on any desk, then the G915 X is a fantastic option, and it is now my favorite keyboard. With that in mind, if you want to get the best, you have to pay for the best. And like those other keyboards I mentioned, this is a very, very expensive accessory. And if you already have the G915, I don't think it's worth upgrading to the G915 X. Thanks heaps for watching, that's been my review. If you could do me a quick favor before you leave, just below the video there's a button that says subscribe on it. If you could just click that, that will be a massive help to me. We're at 200 subscribers now, let's get that to 2,000 ladies and gentlemen. Come on, you and me, we can do it. Thanks heaps for watching. Any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll see you in the next one.